Welcome to another episode of Michelle Davis Fitness. I'm your host, Michelle Davis. And on this episode, we're talking about staying young because it's all about having fun in life. Obviously, every day you have to work, you have to pay your bills, but it's also about staying young, feeling youthful, and things you can do to benefit your health and your mind. And today on the show, I'm actually going to take you on a field trip. That's right, to Heads Up Las Vegas. It's so fun. It's like 5 or 6 things all in one. It's like an arcade. It's an escape room. It's got so much stuff that I'm actually going to take you guys with me and show you all the fun. And so this episode is brought to you by a few companies I want to talk about before I take you guys with me. Now, the good thing about this field trip is you don't need your parents to sign a waiver. We're not going to go in like a special bus. I'm going to take you, and it's going to be so much fun. So that way, if you're in Vegas or if you travel to elevator music. Okay, so here at the Boulevard Mall, I'm not going to lie, it's a little ghetto, but I like it because obviously, look at my hat, people. Okay, so anywho. Heads Up Las Vegas. Now, Mateo has never been here. He's brand new to Vegas. And we're just gonna kind of see what he thinks about it.
Looks like the mall in Hialeah. Down in Miami.
Heads up. Heads up. Hey everyone, when you're in Las Vegas, you want to have fun, feel like a kid. That's where Heads Up Las Vegas, inside the Boulevard Mall, is the place to be. Now I'm here with sales manager Josh Kennedy. He's going to give you a brief description of what this amazing place is all about. Hey Josh.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good.
So we have 100,000 square feet that we utilize to its fullest potential. We have 6 different escape rooms. We have a trick art museum with 50 different murals, as you see right here. A flat painting, but once you take the picture now becomes 3-dimensional. We also have an archery tag, which is dodgeball but with bows and arrows. We have cornhole. We also have a do-it-yourself workshop that includes wine and paint, a succulent paint class, and a board and easel class.
That's amazing. I love that. Now we're going to take you on even more of an in-depth tour, VIP. I have Mateo, photographer. He's going to give you all the details and descriptions of just how amazing this place is. So let's go take a look. So Tim Shelburne is the contractor behind this. How you doing, Tim?
Nice to meet you. Actually,
Nice
not
to meet you
contractor.
too.
I'm the owner.
Well, he's the owner. He's the brains behind
Doing the
it all.
contractor, yes, for sure.
What gave you insight and what began this dream of it all at Heads Up?
Knowing that trick art in Asia is one of the most popular attractions, is bringing that to the U.S. and then also with escape rooms being the most popular in the U.S., bringing those here, making them the largest in the United States, and also bringing in actual actors and just making the rooms as great as possible.
I love it. Now, Heads Up Las Vegas, is it just in Las Vegas?
Just in Las Vegas. Yeah.
Cool. And you have like dust.
Yeah, covered right. Actually.
What have you been doing?
Yeah, I actually do most of the work here, almost all the work here. We
Wow.
custom make everything in the facility, so.
And you have some exciting news coming up soon.
We do.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. You guys need to come on down to Boulevard Mall, check out Heads Up Las Vegas. Thank you, Tim, for your time.
Sure, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so this is one of the escape rooms. I mean, even the bathrooms are cool now. I can't tell you guys all that what goes on here, but it is pretty freaking cool. So that was just the hallway. And there's Mateo, the photographer, doing his magic. So Heads Up, they even have the American Cornhole League. ovcornhole.com. OMG. So these animated walls, they have all kinds of so you can take selfies for days. I'm here with not the President of the United States, no, the other owner. This is Chad Dillo. Hi, Chad.
Hello.
Tell me kind of the idea behind this. Now, I know Tim described it a little bit, but how long did it take for you to build this project?
The build itself has been since October, so almost a full year.
Wow, that's really quick.
Mm-hmm.
How are you liking it so far?
Really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like the response.
Good. This place is amazing.
Thank you.
I bet you love seeing all the families enjoy themselves.
We really do. Yeah,
All the smiles.
for sure.
Bring your families or just come on down. This is like the ultimate selfie place ever. Thanks, Chad, for your time.
Thank you.
So there's Mateo doing his photo thing. It goes on for days. So here's a heads up workshop place. Okay. Here's the other side, Cornhole Academy. I mean, this just goes on for days and days and days. Every wall is a different scene. I mean, it goes way back there too. I think my favorite one is this one right here. That one's my favorite. Look at that one. Oh man. You guys need to come on down to Heads Up Las Vegas. Have some fun. This place is so cool. That was so fun. Mateo, what did you think of it?
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah? Okay, so if any of you guys are in the area, be sure to stop by Heads Up Las Vegas. Want to give a big thank you to all the guys there giving us the tour, allowing us to take videos. But other than that, you guys subscribe to my channel, and let's get back to the show. Just wanted to take you on a field trip. Yeah. Have fun, be young, and that's about it.
Where's Hot Topic?
It won't stop. Hey everyone, Little MD Fit Tip. We're going to talk about water bottles real quick. You know why? Because look at how many water bottles I have. Do you think that's a problem? I think that's a problem. Okay, so first things first, I prefer the glass bottles, which are great. But the thing of it is that I drink tons and tons and tons of water. Okay, so taking one of these is essential, but it is plastic. So you do want to get the BPA-free plastic. Oh no, oh boy, oh yeah. But anyways, as you can see, I have so many water bottles. So this is one of my favorites. This is from Pure Outdoor, thanks to Mr. Bacon. It's stainless steel, so it will stay cold all day long. And it's vacuum sealed, which is great. So again, if you have the need to carry a water bottle with you, good job, first off. Second off, you're probably not drinking enough water. And I would probably suggest that you always carry a water bottle with you all the time. This one by Hyperbionics I love because it's got a little gel case around it and it's glass. Daisy likes it too. But again, there are so many shaker cups out there. So depending on what you like, this is BPA free. Make sure it's got the little label on it. And a little shaker cup at the bottom, because the clumpies, nobody likes the clumpies. But again, I have a little bit of a problem here. I think it's time to do my inventory list on what I need to get rid of, be it that we're moving. So anywho, I thought I would just show you guys some really cool water bottles. So for instance, another water bottle that's really cool are the water bottles with the measurements on it, of course. And then it's got the little cup at the bottom. So I got this. This is thecooler.com. I'm not sure where my cooler big jug is. It's somewhere around here. I'm moving. Things are chaotic right now. But make sure you drink at least a gallon of water a day. Make sure you try and track how much you're drinking a day. And drink alkaline water if you can. So anywho, thanks you guys for watching. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Love you. Don't forget to subscribe to Michelle Davis Fitness on IG, Facebook, and YouTube. And if you want any information on a detox, on a fitness challenge that I can help you with, go to michelledavisfitness.com. Okay, Bye. So forgive me, someone just called me. So the first thing we're going to talk about is my very good friend Rizwan, who is moving into a new home. Congrats. He brought on this company. I just love promoting all the companies that he represents. This is G6 Sports. And G6 Sports has so many good products that I'm going to talk about. Now, I don't take all of these, okay? I just take their pre-workout right now because I'm 10 weeks out from competition. So a lot of this stuff I can't take. But for things like needing to gain weight, needing to maybe lose weight, we're going to talk about G6 Sports. And so J-Hop on IG, want to give him a shout out. He is a rep for this company. And he is pretty much an IG celebrity, so shout out to him. So let's get started with the Mass Pro High Protein Mass Gainer Chocolate. This has in 5 scoops, so that's a lot. 5 scoops, you get 9 grams of fat, 5 is saturated, 171 milligrams of sodium, 180 milligrams of cholesterol, 126 grams of carbs, 4 grams of sugar, and 64 grams of protein. It also has over 1,200 milligrams of potassium, 2.8 milligrams of iron, 431 milligrams of calcium, and so high protein mass gainer, okay? We're also going to move on to these other products they have. This is Mach 1 Advanced Lean System for maximum weight loss. And as well they have Anabolics, Androgenic Muscle Matrix. So naturally elevates free testosterone. Again, don't take these. But if any of my friends are interested, let me know if you'd like to do a testimonial and try these. I always like to do giveaways. This is the Instant and Complete Recovery Fruit Punch Replenish, okay? Now this has 2 grams of fat, 1 is saturated, 59 milligrams of sodium, also has 24 grams of carbs, and it does have 24 grams of sugar. So again, I cannot take this right now. This is Super Lean Deluxe Meal Replacement Peanut Butter Milkshake. Ooh. This has 10 grams of fat for 2 scoops. And let's see, this one is for 1 scoop. So the Replenish that I just talked about, 1 scoop is the serving, 2 scoops is 10 grams of fat, 6 is saturated, 285 milligrams of sodium, 7 grams of fiber, 21 grams of carbs, 7 grams of sugar, and 67 milligrams of cholesterol. See, I made that face because it's all about the sugar for me. I have to watch out for that sugar. Raspberry gelato. I've never seen this flavor in a whey protein. So this sounds really good. This is 0 fat, 0 saturated fat, obviously, 41 milligrams of sodium, 1 milligram of cholesterol, 83 milligrams of potassium, -1 gram of carb, 0 fiber, 0 sugar. Wow, 24 grams of protein, so I can try this. Awesome. This would be good like as like a snow cone flavor, or maybe whip it up as some kind of ice cream dessert, something fun. So again, G6 Sports, you can follow them on IG. This is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and so if you want to get more information, go to g6sports.com. They have all sorts of good stuff, but most importantly, go and follow my friend Riz on IG. I think it's Rizwan. Well, anyways, he's the best. Just type R-I-Z. You'll see he is just such a personality. Okay, so my next testimonial goes to, now this is bbamboo.cu.uk. So it's overseas. It's all about collagen, staying young, okay? Collagen is what we lose in our skin to lose the elasticity. You wonder how we get wrinkles? We lose collagen. Over time, as our bodies wear out, what it typically is, I'm going to geek out for a second, is the extension of our telomeres, which is the end of our DNA. You know, the little strands that make up our DNA? Well, over time, the little telomeres, which is the ends of our DNA strands, get smaller and smaller, which, as we are born with so many different, so much DNA, the telomeres in our body, we kind of lose, which we lose the elasticity in our skin, things like that. Anyways, so they have all sorts of great collagen products I'm going to talk about. And it's great to take collagen as a supplement. You can also take it in a powder form. But I know that things like gelatin have great potential. Hair, skin, and nails, great stuff to take. So this is Marine Collagen by Bee Bamboo. Bee Bamboo. So I'm going to talk a little bit about each. Wild caught, deep sea, not farmed fish has hydrolyzed collagen, perfect balance, 18 amino acids. Bee Bamboo Marine Collagen supports strong, healthy skin, hair, nails, bones, muscle, tendons, ligaments, amongst other tissues throughout the body. Collagen, it is essential building block for the whole body, and our small molecule-sized peptides ensure optimum absorption. So this marine collagen is free from all additives and a single ingredient product. So it's in a powder form. Next product is they have these convenient little packs. Oh, they're bamboo. This, again, is marine collagen. So you have the other bag in just solid form, and you have these convenient little packs you can take with you, which I absolutely love. Now they have Marine Collagen Beauty. Moving on, this is, again, with hydrolyzed collagen, wild caught, deep sea, not farmed. And so what you do is you mix this into any cold drink, and what it's going to do is basically absorb in your cells. It's got 22.5 kcals, 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 4.7 grams of protein. Still get protein from collagen, people. Vitamin C is 500 milligrams. So if you're feeling a little sick, take some collagen. It's got vitamin C, 0 fiber. It's got traces of potassium, iron, calcium. And again, Bee Bamboo. It's a great company. Go to beebamboo.co.uk. Gotta remember the co.uk. So they do make the marine collagen in different sizes, the small, medium bags, and then the travel sizes. And last but not least is the Marine Collagen Beast. So this has magnesium glycinate, wild caught, 18 amino acids. And I just am so blessed that this company sent this to me. Thank you so much. Now, they did send me, which I was pretty interested in, is a toothbrush. How often do you change your toothbrush? Like, seriously, people. Smell your toothbrush. I know you probably need to change it. It's so important to change your toothbrush, probably like every month and a half, 2 months. How often do you floss? Do you have a water pick? Dental, just having a clean mouth is so important. Now, you can take some of this powder, brush your teeth, gets in your gums, goes straight into your bloodstream. So again, it's a bamboo toothbrush. I love this. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. If you are interested in more information about these companies, follow my IG page, Michelle Davis Fitness. You can also follow it on Facebook. Go to my website, michelledavisfitness.com. I hope my coach wants me to start blogging for him so I can rep up my blog again. But look at the products that are sponsoring me as an athlete, that support me, that I love so much, just as much as I love you guys. And last but not least, before we get started on the show, please go to YouTube and subscribe to Michelle Davis Fitness. That way it gives you a notification when I archive my shows. But if you want to watch live, it is on my Facebook every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. I do it for you guys because I love you. If you have any comments, you want to hear any if you have any suggestions, if you want to hear any topics, any particular things to discuss, I can reach out to some experts, find you the answer, let me know. I'm all for you. But don't forget, most importantly, is my coach, Michael Haley from PlatinumPhysiques.com. He's the best. Go to Platinum Physiques LV, just a little name drop. Anyways, let's get back to the show. Welcome to another episode of Michelle Davis Fitness here in Las Vegas every Thursday, 1 p.m. on WCOBM.TV. So glad that you guys can join me today. Hi to everybody on Facebook, and hi to my teammates today, Jen and Lily. We killed it on back today, and I give kudos to all my teammates at Platinum Physiques. I want to give a shout out to Heads Up Las Vegas. So Josh, the marketing director, he gave me a sneak peek, and shout outs to Mateo, my photographer, for taking pictures. The place is so fun. Everyone, you gotta go there. And as well to all the companies who have me do testimonials for them. So this week I did G6 Sports Nutrition and B Bamboo Collagen. But I have an amazing guest that I'm gonna bring on the show. She's an Olympian champion, she's an IFBB pro, and she is actually one of the head master personal trainers at Self-Made Training Facility in Las Vegas. So Tiffany Marie Boydston. So I'm gonna play some videos, gonna get them in the studio, and I hope you guys like and share this video because it's gonna be an exciting show. I have so much fun with self-made training. And we have Chad Davidson in the house, the co-owner. So take a look at these videos of Tiffany Marie Boydston in her pro bodybuilding days. And right after that, they're gonna be sitting right next to me here in the studio. So take a look at this.
Okay, how about bikini? Okay, why we're talking about bikini, again, the same thing. We're still looking, we still want shape to the body, but we don't need to see the muscle, okay? So many girls, and I'm sorry, I think this goes back to the trainers and stuff, you don't need to come in hard, okay? We're really not. We're looking for that little bit of softness, just that, that little bit of shape underneath, but we don't want to see the muscle, I mean, a little bit sometimes in the abs, because when women get lean, that just kind of comes with it, but that's not what we're looking for, and that's not how you have to diet. Okay, so this is the same thing. Just like in figure, the bikini girls, the bikini competitors get a chance to do their walk on stage. Again, same thing. You're going to angle yourself. Again, anything that you feel comfortable with. Okay. And one of the things with bikini, which pertains much more bikini than in any of the other divisions, is that stage presence. Okay, bikini is not just body. It's the whole movement. It's how confident you look on stage, and again, everybody says a little bit overboard. I keep saying you're looking for classy, sexy. Okay? Again, you don't want to bend forward too much. You don't want to, stick your back end out. You want to do everything. Exactly. But yeah. And there's a way to do it. There's a way to have that confidence and not have to overdo it. But you do. But the thing is, no matter who you see, because obviously Amanda does one way in her thing, Tiffany, you come out and do yours, because it's the same thing. Everybody has their own unique, and that's what you have to find. You have to find where you feel comfortable, but bikini you do. You need a little bit of attitude in bikini. Okay. But it's the same thing. Everybody, like I said, everybody, that whole movement, you're going to show your body this. You're showing the same, your body in the same, same kind of way. But it's all how you feel comfortable, and that's where you've got to feel. You can watch Amanda, you can watch Tiffany, you can watch all the other top bikini girls, but you want to come out with what feels good to you, what you feel comfortable with, that you think you're showing. Like you said, you show that little bit of confidence, that little bit of sexiness, but that you feel comfortable with. Okay. We come back here though. Now as a judge, I get to tell you what I need you to do. I want you both together actually, because it's better when I do the walk. Okay, and with the pros though, see, in the amateurs, there's not going to be as much height difference, but when you come to the pros, it's one class and done. So you will have somebody that, do you normally the B group, or are you in Tiffany A? Okay, A and Amanda C-ish. You know what I mean? So in the pros though, you're going to deal with that. The height difference is going to be a lot different with the girls that you're standing next to. But again, so just say that I call Tiffany and Amanda out, they're going to walk up forward. We're going to say, okay, hand on hip, face forward, and then we'll say do a 180 to that back wall, hand on either hip. And again, a little bit different from the amateurs because the shows have gotten so big, but in the pros or in the top amateurs, if anybody's going on to do nationals next week, usually what we'll say is there'll be the curtain in the back of the stage, or there'll be a line back there, and I'll say, walk to the curtain, or in this case, yeah, why don't you walk? Let's walk to that table. When you get there, you're gonna hold the pose. And face forward and walk it back. But that's exactly what you're going to do. And you notice their eyes are spanning the whole room. I mean, they're confident. They know they look good. You know what I mean? And again, only you know as an individual where you started and where you are today on stage. Okay? And as much as I say this, and people can attest to this, if you are dead last in a class, I bet you there are thousands of competitors that would trade places with you in a minute. You know what I mean? Again, thank yous both very much. But it is, because I can't tell you how many, you have no idea how many people are watching you, are looking at you, and you're an inspiration to somebody else. So everyone that gets up on stage should be able to portray that confidence, because you have done something, you've changed yourself, you know what I mean, from, like I said, from wherever you started to wherever you are that day.
Io ci ho investigato tutto il movimento, mi metto la camera e faccio le
And I never performed in Italia Bella.
Non tagliamo dopo. Vabbè dai, c'è la 4.
We're just going to do a 180 face that back wall, hand on either hip. And face forward.
A 8,50. Facciamo la personale. No, infatti. A 8 che pezzo? No, perché io vado in scherzata.
Four at 18 places, 4 at 18 places. Okay, you're going to do a 180, you're going to face that back wall, hand on either hip. And face forward.
Ah, 20 anni, ragazzi, cazzo.
11 and 9 switch, 11 and 9 switch. And face forward.
Mira tu che spinto, ormai meno e meno. Chiamata apposta.
And number 94, switch.
La 850.
La 1 non la classificano manco. Perché? Anche in altre gare, non so.
Bella,
Non è proprio dura ancora.
io così la faccio dopo Gigi, non lo so. Cioè, no. La faccio brutta perché
Okay, one more time. 180, face that back wall, hang right over hip.
per esempio pure la Gianna mica è dura dura.
Qui?
La Gianna,
And face forward.
No.
che è dura, lei.
You're gonna take a step back to the side.
We're back, everybody. Got to throw my guns up because I am so excited. You know, these people right here are like, I get so pumped up, and that's why I had to throw my guns up because I get so pumped up. They come on every first Thursday of the month. Chad Davidson, how you doing?
everybody? Hello.
Co-owner at Self-Made Training Facility. Just had baby number 2.
Yes, this last Thursday on the 30th.
Gorgeous
Yep.
baby girl.
Kova Nix.
Oh, so sweet. And Tiffany Marie Boydston.
Yes.
IFBB Pro. You saw that she was actually invited at the Arnold. 2-time top 10 Olympian right here. How you doing, girl?
What's up?
Good to see you. So she's always at Self-Made Training Facility. We're going to talk about Self-Made Training Facility in a little bit. But first, we're going to talk about your life, how you got involved in competing, bodybuilding, how you won your pro card by your third show.
Third show.
That's right. And everyone on Facebook Live, how you doing? Hi Trisha, thanks for all the hearts, you're the best. And everyone else out there, hope you're having a great and beautiful day. So again, we're here to just kind of fill you in on life, on health, on nutrition, on opinions, on personal training and so forth. These two people help change people's lives. So thank you so much, you guys, for coming out and joining me.
Always a pleasure. Thank
Yeah.
you for
Thank you for
having us.
having us.
Absolutely. So Tiffany, let's talk about your journey, how you started out being, well, first off, you were always an athletic kid.
I was.
And if anyone wants to get her story, go to her Instagram, Tiffany Marie Boydston. She's got a bio story. It's from Fitmark Bags. It's awesome. It talks all about her life. So I was reading before the show that story. So always active as a kid, always on the go. And, you know, you never really kind of sat down to enjoy food all the time. You're always kind of energetic and just loving life all the time, running around.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Except now Fitmark's Bags has brought you on as an ambassador, and that's helped you stay meal prepping and keeping your nutrition up because you've become hypoglycemic. That's one thing in the story,
Yeah.
that if you don't regularly get food in you, you know, you go woo like this. And a lot of athletes and a lot of people who work a lot, they go through that. And so having a meal plan set up, you actually got a nutritionist.
I did, and that's actually how I started my career. Ironically, I was actually at work when I found out I was diagnosed with hypoglycemia. I was working at the Wynn at the time. One of my girlfriends, Noe Alexander, was working with me, and she's actually a top bikini pro as well.
Yep.
I had no idea what competing was, and she said she had a nutritionist, and his name was Kimoto.
Okay.
So,
Body by O.
Body by O.
That's right.
Changed my life, that's for sure.
He's changed a lot of people's lives.
So going into just reaching out to someone that could help me with nutrition, quickly into it, he asked, hey, have you ever thought about doing a show? And I didn't know what he kind of meant by that. And so
You're like, what, a beauty pageant show? Like, what, a TV show? Like,
yeah, and so going into it, I started saying, oh, okay, sure, you know, it'd give me a goal, you know, and it really started, you know, buckling down. So I kind of think my career to Noe Alexander to start off.
awesome.
Which is kind of, it's a cool story because she's, you know, she always used to tell me, oh, you'd be great for bikini. You have a great figure. And I'm thinking, what is she talking about?
But you actually went into your show and you got second.
Yep, it was a
And
muscle
then-
contest show.
And then
Uh-huh.
a week later, you went back to your next show and you got first.
My hometown, Sacramento. So, and it was in front of Sandy Williamson, who is my absolute favorite when it comes to our world. And she actually happens to be the head judge.
So a little 411, that video that was playing prior, that was Sandy, who actually picked Tiffany as one of the girls to represent what a bikini girl, or was it posing?
It was posing. And
What
poise.
posing should look like, which is amazing. Like, wow, everyone looks up to Sandy, and for her to pick you out to do that.
Yeah.
And that was with your butthead BFF.
Beavis and Butthead. So a little story about that. Amanda Latona and I created an amazing relationship over the years, and we've always had just a fun, energetic personality between the two of us. We bounced off each other. So even if I, knew I wasn't gonna win next to her, because she's just the queen when it comes to, bikini.
I love that.
I just had so much genuine fun with her, and that's truly what it's supposed to be about at the end of the day.
It's about having fun. We were discussing that. Like, if you're not
yeah.
having fun, then where's the enjoyment in it?
Yeah.
And I think ultimately, like, a lot of people love competitions before and after and all the attention's on them.
Yeah.
But if that's the only thing they're doing in their life, I don't think that's a very good idea.
No.
You know, the highs and lows, especially the lows after a show, it's extreme. But you actually got your IFBB Pro card by your third show.
Yes.
You got invited to go to the Arnold, which is pretty intense. You were mentioning before we went live that they give you a limo, you get your own hotel room,
Yeah.
and you're in your 20s.
Yeah, so now in my 30s, I look back and totally should have embraced it a little bit more, but
slowed down a
slowed
little bit.
down a little bit, for
But you
sure.
know, you were just on a run back to back to back, and during that time back then, it didn't have as much competition as it does now. I feel like every single year gets harder and harder and harder because more competitors join the game of being a bodybuilder. So at that time, you just kind of went through it, got what you needed to do, found your love for nutrition. But ultimately, now you're at Self-Made Training with Chad.
Yeah.
You guys have phenomenal classes helping all sorts of people.
Yeah.
I saw that new class with Jason you have now with the boxing, so that's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we're kind of playing around with it right now. It's going to be Wednesdays. We're looking at Wednesdays at 9:30 a.m. and then Fridays at 9:30. And with my martial arts background, his mitt work, and who he is as a person, even though, he's definitely ugly on a lot of days and calls me ugly the minute I walk in, he's my brother.
Yeah,
I love him.
I gave him an energy bar. I think he's good. I was like, "You all right?" I saw him yesterday. I was like, "Here, have one of the Quest bars."
He's quickly become one of, he's family to us.
Oh yeah,
He
I
treats
think everyone there is family, one way or
They,
another.
they really are.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely grow a really good bond together.
You know what I like about Self-Made is that it's not too big. So one of the things I had when I would go into a big gym was I was just overwhelmed, and I had all this anxiety, and I was like, do I look at people in their eye, or do I just look at the floor, or what do I do? And here it's like one big room. You just go with your pace, you go with your trainer. Self-Made training facility is just for personal trainers, and they bring you in. And let's talk a little bit about the coach and client mentality. Because you guys really, really work with men and women, and you really transform their lives. And I think it has a lot to do with the belief system.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like so much of it is physical, where you tell them what to do, and this is what you eat. But it's that belief system in them that they almost are like, this is the person that refuels me, and this is the person who gets me motivated. And like, how do you guys feel with that relationship with each individual person? Because you have several clients. We'll start with Tiffany.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ladies first.
I was gonna let her go.
So yeah, I mean, as far as we really start with the mindset. The minute they walk in the door, I even tell most of my people, as soon as you walk in the door, do not say I can't. That's a big
Yep.
thing for me.
Yep.
We'll get there eventually, even if it's with 5 pounds. You leave your ego at the door, because your
Yep.
ego is
Oh,
not your
yes.
amigo.
Love that. Yes.
So that's one thing we start with, and then really working with energy. That's a big thing for me.
People's frequencies.
Yes.
So one of the things I'm working on is my AM and my PM routines. Because your thoughts become actions, become habits, become routines.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
You get what I'm saying. So, some days people wake up a total mess, like don't talk to me. I'm in a bad mood sometimes. It's the people you go to the gym that kind of change that and turn it around. My coaches taught me that, and I'm sure a lot of clients, you've taught them that. Same with your
Oh,
clients as well.
absolutely.
So how do you feel with that whole relationship of client and
You know, when it
trainer?
comes down to the relationship, you know, like Tiffany said, it is a huge mindset. You know, it's getting them to see the bigger picture as well. You know, a lot of times people are focused on instant gratification, the now, you know,
Yes.
and kind of narrow-minded when it comes to certain points of views, but you know, we help to expand them and see what they really are capable of doing, you know, and empower them as individuals to take control of certain situations and not just sit on the sidelines and wait for things to pass by, but that you actually can do this and you can achieve, you know, that bikini body or, you know, that optimal health that you strive to achieve.
So we've talked a little bit about going pro in Tiffany's story, and we've talked a little bit about the client relationship with personal trainers, and then let's talk a little bit about the support. I know we didn't really talk about this about our we had a pre-meeting and what we were going to discuss, but family just had a new daughter. You have stepkids.
Yeah.
Shout out to your husband. His last name's Davis.
Yes.
So
We kind of have a little joke.
I don't know how I remember. You know.
You guys,
Say it.
So between Davidson, Davis, Boydston, and, you know, if we were to put it all together, Davison would be kind of like how Boydston and Davis would go together.
Here I am.
There you go.
So it's funny because that's like you know, Brad Pitt and, you know, Angelina Jolie, like how they put it together, and you know, it's just it's so
sticks.
funny.
It
But
works.
between all of us, we're all aligned synergetically without even knowing it, you know.
Yes.
So pretty cool.
And how
That is.
important it is, not only like inside of the gym with everyone you work with and that great energy and everything, but it's also your family, like the support you give and the support you get back, the gratification you have as a stepmom, that I'm sure the kids just absolutely learn so much from you that impacts your life. I want to talk about that like on another sec, but just the fact, like I see you on IG with your man, and you travel on little tiny traveling things, love the foodie pics that have to do with self-made. Like, didn't you guys recently take a vacation that had something to do with self-made training facility?
As far as like,
No, I think it was I think it might have been with Isogenics. You just had some apparel or something.
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, we were at a big meet. We were actually at an arena for a company that we're partnered with,
Okay.
and so we were just at an arena, and yeah, we're just constantly, you know, in alignment with our self-made family.
Self-made is everywhere. It's not just
we were-
in Vegas. It's
Yeah.
all over the place.
We were at Stitch creating Clay's custom suit.
Mm-hmm.
As we're sitting there, this couple comes in and she said, "Is that self-made family?" And I just looked at her and I'm like, we're in a lounge area, a private
Yep.
lounge area,
Yep.
and she just walks in and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're growing.
That's so cool.
It's amazing. And it happened to be Lady Hammer. I don't know if you
Oh
follow.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was
so
gonna
her
say,
and her
like,
husband
yeah.
Brandon,
Yep.
and I just was like, how cool is this? Her name's Stephanie.
Yeah.
So just, you know, awesome people. They're awesome humans. You know, again, everyone's on the same page as far as like what the universe, you know, what you're putting out in the universe and what you're attracting. It all comes together.
It
So
does.
family-wise, shout out to Amanda, Lillian, who's going to be doing the Amateur Olympia coming up.
Yep.
That's actually next week, so shout out to them. The whole self-made training facility family. I know Jessica, you need to come on in here. Talk about your story,
Yeah,
Jessica.
Jessica.
One way or another, I hope everyone from Self-Made comes in and kind of talks about their story, how they got started as a personal trainer, how they help impact other people's lives. But that's some of the things that I really, really like to talk about is, Tiffany, your story. Chad used to be a firefighter.
Yeah, back in the day when I was 19, 20, I
Kind of
did,
turned it
yeah.
around and was like, I want to do personal training.
Yeah, you know, life takes you in different directions sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, for me it was I wanted to be home on a nightly basis. Suffered from insomnia at the time, so sleeping in the barracks was really difficult for me, and I just kind of wore myself out with it. And
Yeah.
you know, I love the fire department, loved everything about it. You know, a lot of respect for those guys there. But you know, if I just know in myself and believe in myself, where if I set my mind to something, I can achieve anything. So I just had to part ways with that one.
Yeah. Well, now it's better yet because you're helping so many people's lives, and you've actually helped someone go pro. Didn't you have a woman recently?
Yeah, Debbie.
Yeah.
She'll be competing here October 6th. So that will be her next competition, next show. And, you know, looking for her, you know, it's amazing because of her age, for one, to go pro at 52 years old, which she doesn't like
amazing.
discussing her age because it's
Who
just a
does,
number.
right? You're like,
But you know, she competes with the top pros in the industry still, and still stands up there on stage proud and has a a great time doing it as well.
That's awesome. I love that. So 4300 Sunset, you want to go and check them out. That's the address, Self-Made Training Facility LV on IG. And I feel like we need to talk about more. There's so much going on there. Like yesterday I was posing with Platinum Physiques, saw you training your client, and you're just back to back with clients all the time.
Yes, I'm definitely blessed. That's for sure. You know, for me, it's a whole trusting the process. You know, you walk in again. You know, we get an amazing relationship, and I think it's really important to have that experience with them and letting them know where they're going. And
Right.
you know, for the clients that I have attracted, and you know, we've chosen each other. It's not, you know, something that you just, you know, hope and wish and pray for. You choose.
What's your longest client that you've had?
So his name is Daniel Negreanu. He's the number one poker player in the world.
Okay.
He actually, I exclusively trained him for, gosh, just 3 to 4 years, if I want to say. He was my longest active client.
Nice.
We exclusively trained up until 2016. And then 2016, I went on to more of an entrepreneurial, you know, lifestyle to see how I could really build a business from that point. And I'd say, you know, we're doing pretty well.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely a roller coaster, that's for sure.
And I love seeing all of your clients when you do your IG stories. I kind of like looking at their profile of where they were before they trained with you and where they're at now. It's insane. We're talking about that belief system and how people like Chad and Tiffany Marie, they help with the belief system. And every single day that I see you with your clients, it doesn't matter what they're doing, just the fact that they're doing it. And that you kind of shared a little bit, like she's lost 10 pounds in 1 month. I'm like, wow, that's imagining, that just gives me chills right now. I just got goosebumps.
Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Anybody can.
Yeah.
But it's also celebrating their successes because as you know,
Yep.
we always think that it's not enough, or we could have lost another pound, or
So I got to ask, how many people out there watching think like, I can never do enough? Are you like that? You ever feel like
Oh
that?
yeah, absolutely. I do.
Raise your hands or
I
give a
do.
like if you feel like, I
think-
feel like it's never
I think
enough.
as humans, we always strive for more, you know,
Yeah.
to do more, achieve more in any way. Eat more sometimes.
I have that eat more,
Yeah.
sleep more. I
Yes.
have that saying like be 1% better, but sometimes I feel like, what if I just want to stay where I'm at today? And I don't want to keep pushing. I need to have a relaxed day.
yeah.
I feel like I just go too much and I need to stop before it goes too far, like
Right.
get sick or something. So, you know, a lot of it, we were talking a little bit before I went on a tangent, was about family, you know, that support system. And some things as a trainer that I want to ask you guys is like, you know, when you have your bad days or when something doesn't go right and you still have to have that like full on pump you up motivational spirit for your clients. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
How the heck do you get through those bad days when you have a hump or a bump or whatever, you know, some ish has happened?
I'll let Chad go
You know
first.
what?
You know?
For me personally, a lot of times the clients bring that to me. You know, a lot of times they come in with the energy that say I may be lacking on that specific day to boost me up. You know,
Right.
so I feed off of them as much as they feed off of me at that same time.
That's
so,
good. Yeah.
so
like that.
when I have some of those down days, so to say, you know, seeing my client make it in there and willing to put in the work, you know, makes me more acceptable to being in a better mood or put out, you know, a higher level of energy that maybe I thought I didn't have at the time.
I like that. How many of you agree with that? Put a hearts out.
They really do.
And be sure to share and like this episode. I love Self-Made Training Facility. They come on every first Thursday of the month at 1 right here on WCOBM. So Tiffany, how do you feel about that? Because it's hard for me. You know, like I have clients and I only work out with them once or twice a week and I do my weekly phone call. And it's like those days I gotta be on my best.
Yeah.
You do it every day.
Yeah, every day.
Every
Every
day.
day.
So thank you for all the hearts and likes on Facebook. We love you guys. How do you do it?
So to piggyback off of what Chad said, yeah, you know, there's times where I come in and it's, you know, I've just had a moment, I've just had a day, life has just happened, you know, and when you think that, you know, it couldn't get any, I guess, worse,
Right.
it does happen.
Right.
And then you step in the door and you see your client. And that's what falls in alignment with you guys choose each other.
That's
You
cool.
and your client choose each other. There's a reason that they're in your life. To piggyback, like I said, off of what Chad said,
Right.
is you're going to have those people that if you're not having a good day, they're going to like instantly switch on that, like, okay, remind yourself who you are and
Right.
who they are here to see to help. you and support you and vice
that.
versa. So that right there, it's just let me bring myself up to where they need me to be, and then you just start to see how everything wasn't a big deal, and it just starts to melt away.
Oh,
So-
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
from that, I want to segue into having that relationship and having that connection. Let's talk about environment.
Ugh.
Okay?
Big.
Big.
Huge.
Huge for the trainer. I mean, when you're not working in an environment that you don't feel your best, you don't like it there, you don't like the people you're around, it's like, God, just, all right, you know?
Doing that clock watching.
You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like, it's never ending. This is horrible. Finding that right system with a company like Self-Made Training Facility. How has that been different, like a whole 180 degree
Oh my gosh.
change around for you?
Environment is everything. I think we were sitting in one of, I want to say just a few weeks ago, Clay looked at me and he said, gosh, I'm just so happy you made this move to go to Self-Made. Because energetically, like we've partnered, you know, Chad, Jessica, we can trust each other no matter what, 10 o'clock at night, midnight. If we need to be there for each other, no matter what it looks like, we're there for each other. Now
love
our
that.
trainers,
What
same
was it
thing.
like before then? What was going through your mind?
Before Self-Made came into my my family.
Into your family?
Yeah,
Your
I was
life?
just
Yeah.
they are my family. I know I can call any
Yeah.
one of them at any time. And
It's all about fitness family, I feel like. It's no more like, these are people I work with. It's about team, family, you know. So how did you feel before you came to Self-Made?
before I came to Self-Made, you know, there wasn't a community. There wasn't, again, like the way that it's structured is it's structured around our community. And like when we say family, it's not, we don't just have trainers. Like we, at the end of the day, we all know that we can call each other if we need anything. If someone needs a key, or, you know, if someone needs to get in, or if someone needs cash for the day, like whatever it is, we know we have each other to lean on.
That's awesome.
And so that's kind of where we've grown as a whole, even from the beginning to where we are today. And we have so much more to go.
Yeah.
You know, we're just scratching the surface. So there's so much more
We are.
amazing things that are happening.
And the
that-
marketing classes too that Chad, you were mentioning about, like, there's no other place that I've ever seen that Miguel does a live streaming 2-hour session every other week, right?
Yep.
Something like that. I'm on top of it, Miguel. I'm good.
Yep, she's
So-
on it.
And you know what? The grand opening that you guys had, even before I even met Chad, never met him in face to face, and we were texting back and forth. We spoke on the phone. It was like, I was like, hey Chad, how's the family? How's that drive back to California? Yeah? How's the gym coming along? It was like this awesome support that I totally see now. It's come to a fruition. So again, I love Self-Made Training Facility. I'm so glad that my coach now has us at posing practices,
Yeah,
so I can come in and see you guys.
That's
and
cool. I love
I've been
it.
boxing with Jason lately. Oh my God, boxing, you guys.
That's great cardio.
Oh, like stress release, no other focus, that memory. Like, and there's all sorts of other trainers there that can just change your world. So I don't know what else to say than you guys just need to go. Like, get off your ass and
Yeah,
go.
you gotta
Like,
come down. You gotta
seriously.
check us out. I know you've been thinking about it. It's time to do it. Act on it.
Yep, that's right. They also have all sorts of really cool stuff you can buy, clothing-wise. I know you now have dad hats.
Yes,
Yeah.
we had a high request for them, so
Yes,
we got
so
'em
the
in.
dad hats are in. And they have stuff like whey, pre-workout, stuff like that. Evogenics, right? Is that what it's called?
Well, as far as our supplement lines
That's
that we
your
carry
favorite.
in gym, Evogen, yeah, is one of my
Yeah,
favorites
Evogen.
there. You know, Gaspari, some of your leading brands as far as in the supplement industry.
I was like, Chad, how do I get hair like you? Do I have to take that Evogen? Like, seriously, you're a crazy hair machine
yeah,
over there.
it's getting long. I know. I'm so tempted to cut it though.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
If I did, it'd be to donate it, but
That, okay.
my
okay,
wife
cut
said
it then.
my wife said leave it. So
I
guess
agree
it's
with her.
staying.
But other than that, anything else you guys want to talk about? Olympia's coming up.
Oh, yes.
Your sister. Shout out to your
Oh,
sister. and
Denitza,
thank
I love
you.
you.
Yeah, that flyer is awesome. What a great graphic designer she is.
Oh, so she's like my angel, my literally like walking angel in life.
Aw,
Like between
that's
her,
what sisters are for.
yeah, and she
Yeah.
actually, you know, she's just been, no matter what, we know we have each other at the end of the day. You know, I'll give her something. I literally told her last night, help. Just screenshotted what you said.
Yep.
Gave her one picture, and she literally said, "Give me 5 minutes," and that's what she does. And that's my
awesome.
sister. You know, she's
She
my.
competes as well.
She's an amazing competitor. She's
Yeah.
she's been doing this. Gosh, I don't know. Don't kill me, Danitza. 20 years, 15. A very long time.
Long time.
But she's also an
remarkable.
amazing mother. She's a wife. She juggles everything. Like, she's actually my role model as far as watching her go into, or for me, I should say, going into motherhood.
Yeah.
She has 2 little girls. You know, ironically, I have 2 little girls
Yep.
now, 2 little girls that have come into my life. Watching her, you know, just complete sacrifice, and I wouldn't even say it's a sacrifice because it's a part of who she is and her heart and her soul, but just she even meal preps for them, you know,
cool.
and gives them like just like arts and crafts. Everything is just always like, I wouldn't say perfect because perfect is a very hard word to live up to, but I would say it's perfect for her.
It blends well.
Yeah, and the kids, like, you can tell in the children, like,
Yeah.
the girls are my world too. You know, they know their Aunt Tiff loves them, and like seeing what she does for them and how much time she puts into the girls, but then competes for herself. She wakes up at 3:30. Let me tell you a story because this will probably make everyone
Okay.
laugh.
Get a chair.
She
Sit back. Relax.
3:30 in the morning. We went. This was probably 2014, 15.
Okay.
I want to say. I went and stayed with her for a week, and it was my birthday, and we go to Disneyland every year.
That's so fun.
My birthday's coming up again, so kind of trying to plan
I
around
saw
it.
that picture of you with the Fitmark bags.
Yeah,
at the
and that was her
Disneyland.
taking the picture.
There you go. See?
So she's always
Perfect.
there. So kind of going into that, I went and stayed, and I'm like, yeah, sis, I'm going to do one of your days with you. You know, we're going to go to the Halloween parade with the girls. I'll help you. And she's like, cool, gym's at 3:30 in the morning, and, you know, we hit the clock at 5:30 for the girls, and we get ready. And so I was like, I got this. Yeah, let's go. By like 9 a.m., I felt like it was like 10 p.m. at night. I was like, how do you do this
Bags.
every day? I was so tired. It was literally 3:30 we woke up, 5:30 we were home. We were in the shower by 6. We had to get the girls ready, take them to school. Then we waited for the parade. Then after the parade, we went home. We got some stuff done. 12 o'clock was the parade. We headed back. Then we did homeroom, and then we came back home. I forgot what else we did.
And that was just
but
one day.
One day. Like, it was just... And I was just like, how do you do this? I literally just had so much gratitude for the human that she was. And I know a lot of mothers out there, you know, are very similar, and they do it, and I just have so much respect for them. You
And
know.
dads.
And dads, absolutely.
Don't
Single
forget the
fathers and dads, you know, married fathers, all of them.
Yep.
You know, it's there's a whole routine that goes into it. I have a whole new appreciation for mothers and fathers.
Shout out to everyone out there who has a human baby and a fur baby too. I have 3 of them. It's a full-time job. Not as hard as a human kid, but pretty close, pretty close.
Yeah. So if I could even do half, you know, of what she does on a daily basis.
So she works with Kim Odo.
She does.
You know, before I even got into bodybuilding, I saw Kim Odo, and I followed Lady Hammer. I followed Heather Dees, Stephanie
girls.
Rowe. You know, I was following all the girls, and I was like, wow. And then you say your sister works with them, and I'm like, oh, it's in the family. This whole fitness thing now. Like, you got
she
it
does
together.
The marketing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's talk, like, I know we're a little over time, but that's okay. Before we wrap things up, social media. Like, seriously, how important it is to have an Instagram, to have a Facebook, to really take your business seriously, and to be on social media, not constantly, not 6 hours a day, just, you know, let's see what these guys think about their personal training business, social media marketing, and how you kind of get yourself out there to get more clients.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one wants to go first?
You know, I'll take this one to kind of start with. When it comes to social media, I mean, it's a huge platform when it comes to highlighting yourself, your clients, and your credentials, so to say, when it comes to your credibility as a personal trainer. The more consistent you are, you know, the more content you have that's relatable to your targeted audience, the better response you're going to get. So part of the Self-Made Academy is actually structured around social media and using ClickFunnels and using these different techniques to gain client base, whether you're in personal training, whether you do, you know, construction. I mean, any field of business where you're trying to grow, you're going to reach an enormous and massive audience in, you know, at a cheap expense and easily at that point. So
Do you believe in Facebook ads paying for them?
they are effective. Yeah, they
What
are
about
effective.
Instagram ads? I don't think they're
You know,
as
they kinda-
effective as Facebook.
Facebook will be a little bit more effective, I think, when it
Yeah.
comes to that, as far as the development side of there.
And do you
But
think
it does drive a lot of traffic, for sure.
It does. I do
Yeah.
agree with that. And do you think stories on both Facebook and Instagram is necessary?
I do. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, what we teach in the Self-Made Academy is you want to master 3 platforms. So whether that be, you know, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, or Twitter, or whatever the case may be, whatever you like, master 3 of them. Don't try to, you know, get your hands involved in every single one of them, just because at that point it's going to be hard for you to manage, and you want to stay consistent. You want to stay frequent. You want to stay relevant with your audience. And if you start tapering off, you'll notice that your business will start to kind of taper as well.
I love Instagram Insights.
Yeah.
I love seeing the
Yep.
days that are most popular, the times where
Absolutely.
people are watching you. Turning your Instagram page into a business page, they allow you to do that. You know, as a woman on social media, it can be tricky because I see so many women just showing their ass. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. It's like, okay, you can get all the likes you want, you can get all the attention you want, but what does it really show who you are as an authentic person?
You want to be genuine.
You know, like, because nothing wrong with showing you in a bikini, but it's like every single one is like, where is this going? What's the point you're making? Like, what are you trying to sell at the end of the day? So I just had to put that 2 cents in. What do you think about social media?
Which part? Because we can
About
go
being-
that way or
being
that way.
you on your social media, you show traveling, you show your kids, you show how much you love your husband, you show how much you love your clients, but it's the system of it. You don't overwhelm them. The procedure of being timely with it, you know.
Yeah, for me is, again, you know, your social media is your storefront. So you're going to be projecting who you are as a human. And if you know, and no offense, I'm just going to be completely real and
Absolutely.
raw.
Do it.
If my mom is Michelle Lasware, she
I like her name.
is another amazing woman in my life who has taught me, you know, what insecurities are.
I got all the likes because I think you said mom.
Oh, my mom.
What's the angry face for?
My mom and my dad, and it's kind of like, she's like, do you want your dad and your little brother to see that when they scroll on your Instagram? Do you want your children to see
Yes.
that? But my mom also said that when you're very insecure, you need that attention.
That's a very good point.
And so it always stuck with me. You know, that was one thing. And also with cussing, that was another thing too. She said, you know, when you cuss, which there's nothing wrong with cussing with some, you know,
I didn't
some
mean
people.
ass, I meant butt.
No, and it's just like very vulgar words, you know, where people.
Hi, Mom.
My mom always said that when you have nothing intelligent to say, you immediately go to ignorant words. And every
Thank
time,
you very much, everyone liking that.
every time I think about that, and don't get me wrong, I'm human, I mess up, you know, I make mistakes and I drop one because sometimes it's very necessary to use a
Drops
word
the F-bomb.
while I'm driving and got cut off. And
We're
I'm
all
like, yes,
human.
Yeah.
yes.
Screw that.
I get to use it
person.
finally.
So, you know, you look at who you are, who you want to represent to the world and also to your children and to your future, you know.
Yes.
So going on to that, you know, I've been really like, yeah, I definitely get the most likes, you know, when I show my physique or I show my butt once in a while. But of course I get a text message right away from my sister and my mom and from whoever cares
They're
about
like,
me.
what are you
you
going
know?
through? What's up?
But, you know, I also like to show my hard work and how I've been able to have a balanced, healthy life. You know, I'm very focused in my nutrition company that we've invested to last year. You know, that was a big game changer for us. Not only, you know, is it creating financial freedom for my family, it's also, you know, going into my guiding principles of who I am as a human. We're using nutrition and we're also using health as a whole. But again, personally developing ourselves, our team, and anyone else that we can touch lives with. You know, that's where I've chosen a career where I'm in self-service. I serve others, you know, and also making sure that I'm full to do that. It's not always the case, and I'm very honest about that. You know, we do go through roller coasters and life games. We were just talking about that out, you know, in the front. Life is a game, and you have to play it very well. And
It is a game.
if you-
It's like, try not to
Absolutely.
figure it out and try not to be
there's
too
nothing
serious.
to get. Here's the thing.
You're
There's
never going to get out alive.
There's
stress.
nothing to get. You gotta roll with the punches, and your reaction is everything.
Yep.
Your reaction, and then from that point, you take action. A lot of people like to sit and fester and become victim into whatever happening.
That
you know.
victim
That's
role,
awesome.
it's BS.
So yeah.
I like what you have to say.
So I mean, we could go on,
Yeah.
We
but
could be going on.
And with that too, the majority of people,
part two, guys.
are afraid to do certain things because they built up these predetermined outcomes in their mind, and they limit themselves and they don't even try, to attempt something because they think of a potential outcome, and that might not even necessarily even be the case. And so, the mental aspect is big. People just shoot themselves in the foot right away.
I agree. One of the things is I find is like the social media content is huge, but it's also like the lighting, getting a photographer, finding a videographer. The social media aspect is you really got to take everything professional as well as your business, yourself, the images, the people you work with and everything. And so I feel so blessed to have this team come on the show, share you guys the secrets that they have and evolved with just coming together as a fitness family, and just how remarkable each one of these lives are at Self-Made Training Facility. Tiffany Marie, I thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
Chad,
much. Thanks for having
good to
me.
see you.
Thank you.
Glad that you had the baby in 7 hours. That was pretty
Yeah,
easy. I mean,
yeah.
last time, baby number 1 was 30 hours.
30 hours is
Oh.
long labor, yeah. But they're both doing great, mom and baby.
Yay.
Love
So
them.
I'm missing them definitely right now.
Aw,
Yeah.
I have to give a shout out to my mom watching, my Uncle Pete, everyone watching. How you guys doing? Hey, do you guys like puppies and kittens and pets and all that good stuff?
Speaking of, we're looking for a home for our pit bull right now.
So, if you are in the need of rescuing a pet, Tiffany Marie has a pit bull
Yes.
that needs a new home. And so, if at all you guys are interested, can they go on their on your IG?
Yeah, message me, Facebook, Tiffany Marie Boydston.
How old is the pit?
He's 3 years old. Currently, right now, with travel schedules and everything, he does. He needs a life that he deserves as well,
Is he
just
good
like
with
we do.
kids?
Oh, he's amazing with kids,
And
babies,
other
everything.
little animals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We actually have a Yorkie as well. So
Cool.
the Yorkie is
There you go.
so he doesn't require as much attention, but just someone that could give him a great backyard,
Yeah.
walk him, spend time with him. Yeah.
So on this next hour, I have Connor and Millie's Dog Rescue, and Patricia's coming on as a guest, and as well my co-host Casey Jones from Mooch's Munchies is coming on. But we're going to be talking about how to professionally get a license for your dog to be a service dog. We're going to talk about how homelessness and how pets help with the homelessness. We're going to be talking about cat rescues here in Las Vegas, and also the crazy cat ladies too. So stay tuned, go to the bathroom, get some water, make yourself a snack or something, and before you know it, the background's going to be filled with puppies and kittens on the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show. So I hope you guys have had fun. Don't forget, Self-Made Training Facility open every day. Go and get, how can they hire a personal trainer from Self-Made to go in there?
Absolutely. The easiest way would be going on our website, which would be selfmadetrainingfacility.com. You could also send us an email at smtflv@yahoo.com. This next week, we got a lot of things going on with the Olympia weekend. We got several vegan bodybuilding teams coming in.
Go Lillian!
We got a lot of the Olympia competitors that'll be working out, doing photo shoots. So if you're in the area, 4300 East Sunset, on the 12th and 13th, we're going to have several IFBB pros competing in the Olympia, working out and doing photo shoots. So come on, stop by and maybe get some autographs if you'd like to.
So fun.
Tonight we actually have a major event as well. If you guys want to come check out the facility, we are holding an amazing event with our nutrition company, and it's going to basically be going over how to couple nutrition and training together and how it all works as a whole.
What
so
time?
That's tonight at 6 p.m. So if you guys want to check out the facility, meet our amazing trainers, because I know we have a lot of people looking for great trainers. So
And if you're a trainer yourself,
yeah,
Yeah.
come on by.
I've had a few people ask me. So thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
You guys are so kick butt. My mom's watching, just in case. But we'll see you guys next month. Every first Thursday of the month, 1 p.m. Be sure to see Chad and another member of Self-Made Training Facility. And in the meantime, stay tuned to the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show. We'll be right back. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.